Ba, 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 ba. Hey, Johnny, what gives? Don't worry about it. Yeah, just go with the flow with me, all right? Okay, if you say so. Hit it. Ba, 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 da, da, da. Ba, ba. Boom, 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 ba, 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 boom, ba, boom, 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 ba, 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 boom, ba, boom, beep, beep, beep. Ba, boom, ba, boom, 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 ba, 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 boom, ba, boom. Beep, beep, beep. Ba, boom, ba, boom, 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 ba, 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 boom, ba, boom. Beep, beep, beep. Ba, boom, ba, boom, 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 ba, 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 boom, ba, boom, boom.
Say is that we are the new Black Panther Party. What's the biggest problem facing the movement? Well, we're supposed to be in this era of so-called post-racial harmony with all people in America, but us blacks are being murdered all over the place, and we get the same treatment time and time again. We're not even second-class citizens. We third class. Stand up, Black America, and declare to white America that we aren't going to take this no more. Okay? Why come out now and say this? You know what? You have 400 years to get it right, America, but you don't know how to treat your people. All people. It's time to stand up. It's time to take back. It's time for us to fight back. And we don't take your phony words anymore. We're not going to do it. We want concrete results. You hear what we're saying to you? United States of America? What are you supposed to do when the whole world is watching and no one is saying anything? We will not be silent. Okay, you, sir. Anything you wanted to say? Oh, me? No, I'm good. Say is that we are the.
How y'all like that, you all? That was what you call an icebreaker. But then, how you all doing? My peeps, my folks, social media family, being of any subscribers and visitors alike, of any person among yourselves who are affiliated or associated with and are representing my own particular YouTube social media channel and likewise chat room and comment section. Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least okay, if not better yet to be said and are stated for the record. All right. There's a difference, between okay and all right. Or if not best of all, be put like this here, whereas any of your persons can claim to have become a bit of a status, whereas you can say that you feel blessed and stressed, more blessed and stressed, or too blessed to possibly become or be stressed. You and yours, your family and friends, and likewise me and mine. And now that I've gotten the preliminaries out the way, including the comedy, boom, 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 beep, beep, beep. But in all seriousness of the word, I am a member of the BPP, the Black Panther Party, although inactive as of the present given moment in time. Man, take this stupid sugar honey iced tea off. The baton, whatever they call it, beret, hat, and the t-shirt. No, it's not stupid. It all depends on who is the individual judging, It's not a stupid political, paramilitary, social activist, black progressive organization, you know. And moving right along. And not that is supposed to be the present social media content, video broadcast, you know, being of which I am having in mind to discuss as of the present given moment in time. But then it would, relate to what I'm about to give my take upon. Yes, keep coming back, whoever you are. Use it with the username what is it? Punk Hazard. Why you call yourself Punk Hazard? You must explain if and when you come back, or if at all you were to. You know, as some such given one time. Anyway, though, I guess I have had a pretty great day of it, regardless of the turmoil, to put it mildly. Then that's not what the half of what I meant to say. Not exactly what I had meant to say to begin with, but that's one way of putting it. And as I kind of woke up on the wrong side of the bed myself, only to become subject to experiencing a few conflicts of interest today, you know. And like say for example, whereas, I had paid a visit to this one free eating spot of a soup kitchen, regardless of whether or not it's one of those being of which moonlights as a food pantry, but then in all actuality or reality it does. And whereas, one of these here guys or fellas of a non-white male, or one of the black and brown or black and Hispanic brothers, he was like, he wasn't the only one that was geeking and tweaking or tripping, as they say. Especially that second one, the second time around, because I had moved from one table to sit at another one after having become subject to experiencing the conflict of interest. And here it is, still another non-white male of a brother got the geeking and tweaking and tripping that much more. And I'm like, what's his problem? No, then got the nerve to talk about, oh, the white man this and the white man that. Oh man, I hate that white man. You know, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, but anyway, though, I'm just giving my own personal views and opinions, in due regard in reference to my encounters with white people or white persons. Then they're not really white. Then they could, believe it or not, the cradle of human civilization has started upon the continent of the motherland, being of Africa, being of which was not its original name, but the continent was named by a white man, or an Italian Roman centurion for that matter, Africanus something. But anyway, though, as a backtrack here to continue from where my person had last left off, so that I could finish up as incomplete a former previous prayer line thought. So my encounters with white people or white persons, but then I think I still have white people in my family tree, even for this post 911 era, or supposed so-called post-global pandemic. My encounters with white people or white person have usually, that much more often than not, mainly or mostly, have been favorable, or how should I put it? Not a conflict of interest. Practically, if not possibly, not in the least, compared on to my encounters with other races of people's persons being the non-whites. And so that would go especially to be said, or double, triple to be said, as well as it would go without saying when it comes to my encounters with, black and brown or black and Hispanic peeps and folks. As a matter of fact, a Hispanic brother slashed my book bag, a school bag, just the other day on a slide while I was upon a mass transit of a public transportation system without my knowledge and without my permission, whereas it may as well have been a black brother that had done or did that. And I didn't notice that it was slashed until I had gotten off the motor transport, regardless of whether it was train or bus route, And I was like, son of a dirty dog, B-TCH. I'm like, Wow, seriously though, my school bag, my book bag or school bag wasn't bothering you. Why you gotta act like an airhead? Misbehave like a brain dead, brainless, bonehead, butthead caveman character. Again, this red got me looking like a guardian angel as well as a Black Panther Party member. Well, I know I am a Black Panther Party member. I say I know I am a Black Panther Party member, so I say, state for record, if not, a guardian angel, then I had yet to become a member of that particular, club, which is a plan for the future. Likewise as well. But getting back to some such other, so I'm like, why did he do that? I mean, what's the problem? If I had called him at it, we would have had some words, believe me. But then sometimes, is that what I mean? Say no. 9 times out of 10, most of the time, it's best just to avoid any conflict of interest if it could go south. If you know what I mean, like road rage, and the life you save may be your own. So getting back to some such, so I was at this one eating spot, and this brother got the geeking and tweaking. Get back to some such other, where I really meant to speak upon compared to the last that I mentioned. So I leave the free eating spot much sooner than what I had intended to. Because I wanted to eat lunch there, but I said, I'm just going to have to go into my own private little stash with what little cash that I still have left in a bank that I do business with. Well, actually, I literally transact business with at least a couple few banks with what little stash of cash I have for my annual once a month thing that I receive of benefits. And I have less than $100 in the bank now. And that's not enough to so much as finance moving expenses, let alone pay first month's rent to a new landlord in a better neighborhood, if you know what I mean. One that's less poverty stricken and less crime ridden compared to where I'm at now. Yeah. Read between the lines, fill in the blanks. Better neighborhood, one of the preferred ones compared to where I'm at, where I'm presently located at. The worst neighbors from down here, or worstest ones yet, and one of the worst or worstest of neighborhoods of a community for a vicinity area within city limits. Yeah. Anyway, though, I had to go into my stash of cash and get me a meal from there, and cause I didn't know of any other free eating spots that would be that regardless of whether or not this one, that one would moonlight as food pantries. Likewise, you got some that do compared to others that don't. Excuse pardon for getting for butchering the English language, American dialect. So anyway, though, this brother before I got on elsewhere, he come up out the soup kitchen. And like he's on some stalking tip, and like he want to attempt to sell me some wolf tickets, but he witnessed I was hollering at another brother in his ride, so he left alone, went back into the soup kitchen. And I'm looking at the other brother, one of some such homies, and I said, "Did you see that?" He said, "Yeah, I saw it." That brother geeking and tweaking, tripping. This is one of the same. This is one of the two brothers. The same brother, the second one as he is, that was, tripping in the free eating spot here that we have, a soup kitchen. That was like attempting to prove himself to be menacing onto me, like a neighbor from down hell, being in my main one of a local drug pusher. Then the other brother, one of some sort of homies, like said, "You need me to drive you anywhere?" I said, "Yeah, let's get out of here. I'm gonna look out for you." But then I did already look out for you. You still owe me money, don't you? He said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm sorry, I kind of forgot to pay you back. But now that you reminded me," I said, "Bet." And so he drove me somewhere. He said, "So, we good, right?" So that means like since I drove you here, you're gonna take off about a five spot or what I owe you, right? I said, sure. He said, it's a plan bet. He said, okay. He said, I like that in you, right? He said, and I get back with you some other time. Stay up on me. He said, you got it. He said, word one. So then, whereas when I had gotten something to eat and decided to become a part of ridership, as a passenger, this one particular mass transit, public transportation system, being which is commonly called and commonly known as CTA, Chicago Transit Authority. Here it is, another brother got the geeking and tweaking only after I had a verbal altercation with a white boy of all things. Like I said, I don't really have any conflicts of interest with white persons. Not really. It's usually, if anything, non-white person, and particularly and especially when the non-white persons are black and brown people, folks, or black and Hispanic. So here's this white boy. I'm asking him, where did he get his box of food from? For a minute there, he had seemed to be cordial, but then he want to snap me up and talk crap and so forth. And I had to tell him from there, slow your roll, white boy. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. And whereas he left it at that, And here it is, this black male come out of nowhere for the premise of property and mass transit. He got to talking crap as if I'm like talking to him. So I tell him, man, I wasn't even talking to you. Leave that alone, man. Go on about your business and get you some business, blah, blah, blah. Then he act like he want to push the envelope, like as if he had a mind to sell me some wolf tail. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, bro, don't even go there, don't even try it. Because can't you see these here these boys in blue down the way? Then he noticed them. Then he didn't say anything from there. I'm like, yeah, right. I thought so. Ain't got nothing to say now, huh? He talking about, yeah, I got plenty to say. And I said, well, tell it to them. Then he shut up again, like I was supposed to bite my tongue. But then sometimes the best, deterrence to a conflict of interest is to just don't say anything. Let Boo Boo the Fool be Boo Boo the Fool all by himself, so that when he take that trip to the can or the crazy house, finally the light bulb will come on in one's head that one has effed up or screwed up and messed up. But then it'd be much too late then, hopefully not with any collateral damages or carnage or cadavers or a body count. You know what I'm saying? Then this neighbor from down here been the main one, a local drug pusher. He's still geeking and tweaking, but lately he hadn't been so obvious about his 2-cent power plays. The neighbor from down here that is attending a couple few apartment doors down from me in the building here, on the same floor level. The one I was telling you all about that was to give me the business, follow me into the business office management, to moonlighting as one of my stalkers as well as the crank callers, to making like he's going to snuff my life and my lights out with a 6-shooter, whereas I had to call the police on him for that. But then on this last note of interest, I say, you all get salvation of Christ, our Lord and Savior, being the only fire insurance against the lake of fire down hell, and the only means by which you can become a citizen in the kingdom of heaven, so that you don't have to go to down hell. Y'all take care. We out. Peace.